Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to qualifier number 5 in the Zelda 1 Randomizer Rookie Rumble. We have 4 runners going today. We have methinkso, Hyo24 Nightshifter, and ganonwa1rf. My name is Tracy M. With me today is Caffey JD. How are you doing, Caffey?
I'm not too bad. How's it going?
Going pretty good. Yeah, I mean these have been some pretty interesting qualifiers. There are some things in these flags that have been made a little bit easier for the runners. 10 hearts magic sword, four hearts white sword, which is always going to be the recorders. You know, they're going to start with a sword, they're going to start with 8 bombs. But the thing to remember is just because we made those things easier doesn't necessarily mean the seed is going to be easier, as we've seen in some of the seeds in the past couple of days. So we'll see what happens in this one.
Yeah, if you haven't seen those previous qualifiers, I think there's been 4 previous ones now.
Yep.
Definitely watch those. They've got some good trolls and some good twists and turns. As we're starting off here near start, um, let's see. Oh, a couple of the flags that also we have here. We've got starting items. We start with the wood sword and an 8-pack bombs. As we find level 4 right away.
Where was that? Can we open that door? We can open that door. You can go ahead and pirouette that. I don't know if that I would do a whole lot in here before even finding an Armos item, but nice early bomb drop for Hyo. Not that he needs it because we start with 10. Oh, start with 8 bombs, and an 8 bomb price in the bomb shop is really nice. Oh, that's 9 rupee bombs. Not super cheap, but cheap enough that you're not too worried about paying for bombs if you need to. There's that pirouette that Hyo does.
Certainly. And 61 meat's also not bad either. Should we potentially need that? It looks like we're going to need a key right off the bat here.
Yep. And of note, oh, and it's a segmented level 4. Also of note, all the enemy HP is going to be vanilla. So no plus or minus. Virus will always go down to magic sword damage, for instance. We saw the Vire go down to the bomb for Hyo.
So it looks like we've got some Armos prioritization on methinkso screen. But
I hate when that happens. Okay, it's not so great when your bombs are 9 rupees, but your small secret's lower than that at 4 rupees. But it is only the small secret, so that one generally isn't too big a deal in terms of your overall money situation. It's more the mid secret at the most, and then the large secret as well.
we got Nightshifter doing the same pirouette. For level 4, we're going to run into the same key issue, but we'll get the map. And notice the segment. Methinkso right behind him.
I could do that same pirouette as well. Now, normally I don't note the big shield prices, that one at 107, but some of these rookies are going to buy them. I actually have a friend in particular who's not on restream, but it swears by the big shield, so we might see some of those purchases.
Oh yeah, Big Shield has definitely got some good utility, if you remember to use it.
Yes. If you remember to use it and you don't get eaten by a like, I don't like buying the big shield myself just because I get more tentative in like rooms trying to keep it. And that's slows you, A, it slows you down, and B, you might lose it anyway. So it's a lot of money for a thing that you might not be able to keep.
Sure. We got Hyo and ganonwa1rf mirroring each other, heading up towards the grave. Could get an early Armos item. Now, some of these guys, you know, they're rookies, but, you know, you're going to see some early development as they screen scroll over to this Forgotten Spot from Vanilla 1 area. So this is good improvement we're already seeing.
Yep. Oh, right. We got the... I got excited because Nightshifter grabbed the candle, but we had the wood sword to start with, so it's just the free candle.
Yep, we like free candles.
We love
especially
free
if
candles.
They don't take any heart, because Mags is at 10 hearts.
I don't consider a take any candle a free candle. You're just paying a heart. Now, for a lot of veteran runners, they don't care about the hearts, and they're perfectly happy to give those up instead of money. But you're still paying a heart.
And I missed it. ganonwa1rf got the white sword on the Armos.
Oh, that's nice.
Was it Death Armos, maybe?
It had to be, because there's nowhere else. Yeah. That's a really important upgrade because, I mean, that's just going to make combat so much simpler. And, you know, the other runners not really prioritizing that spot. I thought, wasn't Hyo just over there and just did he not just get it? There's the recorder. Can't pick it up on 3 hearts. We'll be able to pick it up on 4, but that's an awful spot to get back to. Except we do have a take any road that gets you there, so it's not as bad as it could be. I see what happened to Hyo. He's over there in checking these caves out first before doing the Death Armos spot.
Yeah, and it's actually not Death Armos. It's somewhere in the east.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the Lost Hills. PB?
Yeah, maybe. Also, we do have a 36 mid secret, which is pretty good. That's actually really good. No, 36 is really good. That the money shouldn't be too much of an issue, even if the large secret rolls down.
And every single player now has knowledge of level 4's map layout and what it needs to progress on, which is just one key. There's the white sword item, which is a forced recorder, picked up at a forced 4 hearts.
Yep.
Oh, that's way in the southwest. That's kind of gross.
Yeah, there's an any road right here, so it is. There are a few other ways. Like normally, you can only get there one way, but with the any roads, you have a few other choices. Now there we go. Ganondorf. Yeah, Ganondorf's still the only one with that white sword. Now I like to prioritize. I mean, it's a free item. It's like the one free item you can get. It's completely free, and there's only, you know, the 5 locations. So getting that, when you're late to the Armos item and it's something really good, like a white sword, it just feels bad.
Oh yeah. You're passing up double or half the clearance time essentially.
Yep.
From where you start. So yep, it was definitely the Lost Hills Armos.
Yep.
So,
Hyo about to pick it up. So like, you know, we see methinkso in level 6. Not a bad enemy set so far, but you know, Zols, for instance, the difference between a white sword on those guys and the wood sword is significant because they're enemies that split. And yeah, we know he doesn't know that there's a white sword sitting out there, but like 6 can be is you know, the biggest of the small dungeons and can be bigger. I've seen 6 is bigger than 9, so this could be quite the dig if he stays in here, and just would be so much faster with that white sword. And you know, just. You know, it's not always even a white sword. We've seen red rings under Armos items, a wand, you know, well, in this case, not the recorder, but, like, you know, theoretically could. A bow. There's just so many things that could be there that just make these things better. And, you know, he's taking a transport, so he's getting pretty deep into this level 6. And, yeah, it still doesn't have that white sword. Oh, we found hints. And Hyo's just paying for them. So he's gonna spend this money and not be able to get it back. I didn't see what the first hint said. I do have a wand and 1.
I think 4 has the book. And he didn't buy the 3rd, so...
He doesn't have money for the 3rd. Those are expensive hints. I mean, I like the early purchase of the hints, but I just hate spending that money this early. You don't have arrows. He doesn't have a candle yet. You might have to buy a candle. I mean, he won't if he goes just a little bit near even the regular start screen. But that's money you can use on other things, and I tend to try and save scum the hints if I can. But though, you know, sometimes when you find them, you just want to pay for them.
So continuing on this level 6.
Yeah, Nightshifter joined him. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate. Not far away.
I mean, on the one hand, it's like I said, it's a relatively easy enemy set, so I wanting to stay in here, but it just can suck up so much of your time. With the compass, I could see if you could get to the Triforce and just leave. You know you're getting a recorder. You are actually, in methinkso case, he's already got the recorder. It's very easy to come back later.
Yeah, at the very minimum, he's key blocked from the right side of the Triforce. He's trying to go up towards the left side. He's ladder blocked straight up the column. He's trying to get around.
Yeah, and the ladder is another issue with some of these early large dungeons. You could get really deep into a dungeon and just be ladder blocked at the end, and you just wasted a ton of time.
Ganondorf sees the recorder, but unfortunately has not picked up a heart yet, so he cannot pick up that recorder. Luckily, there isn't any road right next to it, so it won't be too much of a pain getting back there.
See if Hyo takes his heart, or he's gonna take the candle. Hyo, a little more one of the more experienced runners. He did play in the spring tournament. He also has the distinction of playing the longest seed with a win in that tournament. So, you know, he's still very much a rookie.
It looks like methinkso has decided to bank his key and come back later. I like the decision.
Yeah, take that key into level 4.
Yeah. 4 or 1 or 2. Something that you can get around, usually much easier.
I mean, I say 4 specifically because of the fact that we know it's key blocked, but, like, yeah, you're right. It could be, you know, 1 is another good one. You found 2. 2 likes to give keys. It's a really good place to be. In the meantime, I saw 74 on the large secret, which isn't as bad as you think, especially with the 36 mid secret, but, you know, it's not really what you're hoping for. See, there's 2 for methinkso, so he's gonna do this. Again, still oh, this is not a good room to start with.
This is, again, where you had highlighted white sword could be very beneficial on the Armos, so it's using bombs, so this is good. Safe. But 1 touch and he dies.
Yeah, it doesn't have that health. There we go. Now leave, come back, and yeah.
Alright. Meanwhile, we've got, ooh, looks like Nightshifter pulled off a Kanani key past the ladder block in 6, so this is good. He might just get the Triforce and bail.
Alright, methinkso grabs a heart out of level 2. We have not seen the Coast Heart, and level 2 having a floor drop, that could be the Coast Heart. More likely it's just the regular floor drop that level 2 will have, because we don't have Heart Shuffle, which of course means that every dungeon's going to have a floor heart. And of course, 1 and 2 will have an additional floor drop.
Alright, meanwhile we got Ganondorf on West Death Mountain already, and Hyo found level 5 somewhere. Not sure exactly where that was.
Oh, letter for the old man for the potion shop. Ganondorf with 255 rupees. He needs to spend that money, because he will lose it otherwise. There's the floor heart for Hyo in level 5.
And Nightshifter did pull that Triforce. It was sitting in a room full of blue Wizrobes, but it was static, so he said, I'm done.
Yeah, just grab the Triforce and get out.
And level 2, about 2 screens away from level 6. And methinkso tries to take on the Gleeok, but again, without that white sword, it's quite a lot of sword stabs on vanilla HP.
And to answer a couple questions in chat, we have the Armos was the Lost Hills Armos. I do believe Hyo is playing with. He definitely didn't buy a blue ring because he's bought hints. There's no way he had the money for it, so he's playing with a palette that starts you on the blue color. Nightshifter's still in level 2. methinkso checking out the grave area. And still, our runners on the left side have not gotten their Armos item. And this time doesn't survive the blue Landmo there.
It's kind of a tall ask on 4 hearts.
That is not an easy fight.
No, especially coming from the bottom. It's really hard.
I don't think he wants to use the key, but honestly, you're better off just because you've got 2 keys. It's just better off just run away from it, use the key door, don't worry about the shutter door. You've already gotten through it once. Like, this is not an easy fight for veterans to do. Especially, you know, no mail, so no rings, no wood sword.
Yeah, now out of bombs too, so you're really limited on what you can do here.
Like, I don't know anybody that's going to take on a blue Landmo with so little health, wood sword, and and no, no other repeatable weapons.
Hyo does get the Triforce out of level 5. I don't think we saw the stair item. And
I don't think we did.
He could be ladder / key block / anything else. Doesn't have a lot of resources.
So this room that Nightshifter's in, I really like this room for fighting Dark Nuts because you can hide underneath the blocks and stab them very safely from below. Because the sword will go up through the blocks.
Yeah, the difference being from below is you can get up on the half tile. When you're coming in from the top or from the side, you can't do that. So this is a ambush strat that is very effective.
Is that a
Albeit
red ring on the
sometimes
coast?
slow. I missed it.
I think that was It's so hard to see the coast item somewhere, but I definitely saw red. So if somebody in chat could confirm that, and of course we have with the 4-way layout, we get the smaller screen, so it's a little hard to see sometimes. But I think that was a red ring on the coast.
And we've got Ganondorf finding level 1. This is huge. We know
Yeah,
Juan's in here. I'm not
looks
sure
like
he knows.
yeah, looks like other people didn't see it as well. Suggestion that could be the bow, but the bow usually is the one you just can't see anything of. So I won't discount that as a possibility. I don't think it was the bow. Like, as you know, like, you get a bow on the coast, and it's like, it looks like there's just nothing there sometimes.
This is kind of a nasty room here for Ganondorf. Is resetting the room. Definitely up an A, get your health back first before going back in. There we go.
There it is.
And you can make it somewhat free as long as the Dark Nuts continue to roll into Tektites.
Yeah, do kill the Tektites, reset the room. And the nice thing is, if you leave the room, even if you die, the room will have only the enemies that are left. If you die in the room, any kill you did, yeah, you might as well have not done it.
This is a bit of a teaching moment for Ganondorf. When you get bubbled like that and you still have a candle burst on a 1 HP enemy, use that candle.
Yeah,
It's there to
sure,
help you.
absolutely.
As,
I will take any heart.
yeah, and there's methinkso's white sword in 16 minutes. He's probably kicking himself just a little bit.
Yeah.
Going into that too. Without it. But
looks like that room had the map, so that's really good for Ganondorf. Not too bad a level 1. Not sure why. Let's see. Why are we leaving? Oh, we're not leaving. Okay. I know when the door is not at the bottom, sometimes I'll accidentally leave the dungeon because my instinct is to go down. So I'm not sure exactly what happened there, though. This good because this one was over the. Yeah, there is a step over the water to reach the bow. So maybe that coast item was the bow, but it doesn't have to be. The step over the water could just mean a ladder block in a dungeon.
not a bad room to progress either. So this gateway room right here could have been really bad if it was all blue dark nuts.
Yeah.
But just blue Tektites, so that's good. As Hyo finds 6.
Now Hyo with 5 hearts, a white sword, I could see going ahead and digging that. Not entirely sure why he went down a screen. In this case, the pirouette is just leave and come back. Or you go up a screen in this case, but, you don't have to do that. That's the slow way to do it. So I'm not entirely sure what was going on there.
We see a Triforce in level 1. It is free. Poorly guarded by a Dig Dogger. We do have 2 items in here we want to pull out. Definitely got to spend a key, but he gets one in return. So
yeah, I would just, spend the key here because you don't want to have to deal with those dark nuts. And they're not going to drop anything else. Unfortunately, this room isn't much better, but, we can, we can try and, we got some Tektites in here, so you can go ahead and see if you can cycle down to a Tektite. Probably not, since one of them was not the first one definitely wasn't the main enemy. Let's see what we got. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to work out.
We got Nightshifter joining Ganondorf in this one, and methinkso found level 9, Lost Hills bomb spot.
Ah. Well, we'll be seeing that later. So I always say about Pole's voice is just you gotta be patient with them. Like, they're not that difficult, but if you try and rush it, that's when disaster happens. Looks like he's gonna start over on that again. I would've, if you die, it's just kind of the same thing as starting over. You might as well, in this case, he hadn't killed an additional enemy in that room, so there's really no reason to up A over. Just go ahead and see if you can kill one. And if you can, great. Leave the room, then up A. Get your health back.
So up in towards the waterfall. I hate the screen.
Oh, so do I.
Multiple reasons. See if we've got anything important. Just a key shop.
Yeah, it's the screen that you die. Like, it's so easy to have. It's so often that screen just has just terrible enemies and you just can't get through them. And it's one of the screens that can have your wood sword, and if you're not playing with the starting sword, so it's if you die there, you're not getting back there for a while, and you're just hoping. You know what? No, nothing's here. You're just really hoping nothing's there. Ganondorf took the Triforce out of one and is leaving, which is fine.
Yeah, not willing to spend the key or do the combat, I assume, to progress. Nightshifter going to do the same thing. Being on Woodsword, this would take a little bit longer for Nightshifter.
Oh gosh, Pole's voice on Woodsword is terrible.
Hyo trapped in a room with blue Wizrobes. This is not good. Spends all the bombs and
spends all his bombs. Yep, and White Sword, it's still 5 stabs to the Wizrobes to get him down, so it's a tough one.
Yeah.
Don't take that, Ganondorf. You have 255 rupees. Mark that down. Come back later. Go spend some money.
Yeah, you might be on the hunt for that blue ring, actually.
Yeah,
that level 1 combat.
Blue ring would be really good. Oh, meantime, methinkso found level 3. I think that's the first sighting we've had of that. Unfortunately, key doors all over. Yeah, gotta spend one.
Large. Wow.
Yeah, that's a kind of a sprawling linear, very linear level 3.
And key does tend to have some key doors, so when they're linear like this, it's a little concerning for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like Hyo's going to attempt a Canada key here. He's really close, but now...
Yeah, he used the candle like you should, but now he can reset the room because it is careful with the traps. Yeah, the diagonal block room with 3 traps and you have to put a push block for the shutter. That's just terrible. Oh, look at that! Nightshifter staying in 1, finding an any key. So his key problems are over.
Very nice. I wonder if he spent the key or... Yeah, I don't think he cleared that pointless smoke room. So I think he just spent the key directly...
Yeah, probably.
From the Triforce, which is really good. It nets him an any key, so that key obviously worth to spend for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And this room that Nightshifter's clearing right now has a wand that is the only... Level 1 is the only dungeon where this particular room will drop. I don't know if he knows that or not, but he's rewarded for it.
Yeah, both items back to back at the top of this dungeon, so Nightshifter with our first runner, I think, to full clear a dungeon.
Yeah, and the nice thing about this level, I mean, neither of those items is required, but they're both really nice to have. And Nightshifter, having not picked up that white sword at the Armos yet, that wand is going to improve his combat immensely.
Yeah, wand is a broken item, in my opinion. That hitbox is crazy, and it's permanent beams for enemies that can be damaged by that beam, so
yep.
Just a great combat item to have.
And a chat confirming that we do have a red ring on the coast. So thank you, Freedom Fighter, for checking that out for us.
And a dwarf finding level 5. Let's see if he can pull an item out of here, but again, maybe still on that blue ring hunt.
Yeah, still has 255 rupees, so I don't know if he's been upping out of door repairs or if he's just not hitting them. What happens to me when I go into a dungeon like this with 255 rupees, I always find a shiny bomb upgrade.
Yeah.
And I just pay for the and it's like, okay, well, I guess I'm waiting a little longer for that blue ring.
Ooh.
Okay.
Triforce,
yeah, free Triforce.
Yeah, that's nice. Hyo went past that Triforce looking for the item, but I don't think he was successful. And Ganonwa says...
he's gonna have to do some dungeon beyond a Triforce at some point. It doesn't have to be this one. I don't think we really got a good look at the enemy set.
We got a meat purchase from Nightshifter. That's nice. I like that.
I think there was there's been at least one required meat block in the qualifier so far, and I think another one like guarded a map in level 9. So there's definitely been some use for the meat in these qualifiers. So I don't blame someone for saying, you know what, maybe I should buy the meat.
Fifth heart for Ganondorf. Methinkso trying to get through this level 3, gonna spend the key, head towards the Triforce. I like the play, and there's the item right there.
Yep, there you go. Let's see if he's a clipper or not. Looks like he's trying for the clip instead of killing the light likes. There we go. Almost had it. There we go. And that's important because those are silver arrows.
Ooh. Quite important, and has not purchased arrows yet, so could save up that money for
other things.
Other things, such as bomb upgrades, shiny boomerang.
Yep. Yeah, it's always a little weird when you know there's a red ring on the coast. Now, I don't know how many of our runners have actually seen the coast, but it's always a little weird for me when you know there's a red ring's in the coast, because you don't really. It's like you think, I'm gonna get the ladder somewhere. I can get that red ring whenever I get the ladder. But sometimes, you know, if the combat's really bad and you don't have the ladder yet, you just buying the blue ring is still fine. Like it's not a bad play to do it if you feel like you need it.
Oh yeah. And I think so. Pulls his first Triforce out for level 3 as we find level 8 on Nightshifter's screen.
Level 3 was on the coast there. Interesting. Nice screen scroll to avoid the Gurias, although I tend to kill with the white sword especially. Gurias are not too bad, especially in that kind of calm like that, and they'll drop bombs. He's got 6 though, so it's probably, yeah, that's definitely a red ring. So.
And missed it on Nightshifter's screen video. Also purchased a big shield.
Oh, there you go. So we got a big shield buyer here. Watch out for those likes. Okay, there we go. Hyo gained that Kanana key he was trying to get earlier. But do please go save that room. Okay, well, don't save the room then. He's just gonna go. Okay, he's gonna try to grab the Triforce and go. If he does come back to level 6 before getting the Any key out of level 1, that door will not be unlocked if he comes back to that room. For the Kanana key to take, you have to walk back through. Oh, it wasn't a Kanana key, he had a key. Never mind. So it will be open. Thanks, Jess. Shout outs to Jess Andy and Ratboy for tracking for us tonight, or today.
Yep. Always the MVPs trackers.
Absolutely.
Ganondorf did buy that third hint. The red candle is in 5.
Okay.
So I'm not certain that Hyo saw the red candle and passed up on it, or if he just didn't see it. But
yes.
We have the knowledge now.
Yeah, and that's actually really good knowledge for Ganondorf, because he's already got the Triforce out of 9. He knows he never needs to go back there. I love the red candle. You know, I'm looking at Hyo's numbers right now. I would have absolutely grabbed that red candle. No wand yet, you know, so no alternate offense. But it's definitely not a required item. It's not something I'm going to dig out of a dungeon unless I don't have my blue candle yet.
Yeah, red candle, a very underestimated item, especially when you have seeds where you have tough combat and you're just trying to get through.
Yep.
Repeatable boosting, damage boosting is invaluable.
And even, you know, we go back to the blue land mode that was giving one of our runners trouble in level 1. Red candle's a pretty good weapon against those guys.
Certain. I did find one on Candle Row. Methinkso in 5. Did go past the Triforce, so we'll try to find out this.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the item or the transport. It's the item. Okay.
Okay, so
sees the red candle. Let's see if he picks it up. He is picking it up. I like, you know, again, in this situation, I like that pickup. Again, no wand yet.
Yeah, and given that room's position, Hyo definitely had to have seen that red candle. There's just no way to go through that, because you have to go through that room up.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
The tail there.
Hyo was 0 keys in level 1, and we know we need at least 1 key to get to the Any key.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. Yeah, spending his 1 key on the Triforce and 6, which you do need.
Yep.
But you're not getting any progression item-wise that pickup, so something he may want to change in the future.
Yeah, and in a 6 like that, if you're blocked and it's it's that 6 was kind of deceptive because we when our runners on the left side were digging it early, it looked like the enemy set was pretty easy, and then every once in a while the wizards will just kind of show up and be like, well, not so easy an enemy set anymore. Sometimes it's just better to go back later, even just for the Triforce. Now he'll be able to recorder back, so at least there's that. But I've seen players kind of a veteran move. I've seen players actually retry out of a Triforce to get a key back.
Oh yeah,
because the key in some instances can be just that much more valuable to you than the Triforce, because you can just go back and get the Triforce anytime.
Yeah, and it wasn't the only path to get that Triforce. If you end up getting a ladder somewhere else,
yep,
you just bypass that key door altogether. So we got Hyo buying arrows. I understand the purchase; makes a lot of sense.
No, I like the play. I mean, we know that the arrows are going to be free in 3. You can't miss those arrows in 3 because right on the way to the Triforce and it's an open staircase. But in his case, if we're seeing level 8 for the first time, if there's a bow and some Pulse Voice in this dungeon, he'll have the use of the bow right then and there, and that's good.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings about this stair. I don't know if I want it to be a transport or the item, or an item, considering Hyo's got no keys.
Well, he can Kanana key, but this is a hard one to Kanana key because of the blue dark nuts.
Especially the ones in the diamond. That's pretty rough.
Yeah, and honestly, with that little health, get on the block, kill the ones in the diamond, then go down.
Just trying to go fast, and I understand. Makes a lot of sense.
Okay, with 3 hearts, you can take 1 bit of damage. It's the power bracelet, which we've gotten no hints about feat of strength. We're still missing. Let's see. I don't think we've seen 7.
7, yeah.
I think that's it. I think that's all we're missing. Now, I mean, that's us seeing
Correct.
4 runners play. I don't know that Hyo has seen all the dungeons himself, so.
Yeah, we think so. With 7 keys, quietly got 7 keys. Gonna take those and explore level 4 further, which none of our runners have done yet.
Yeah. Oh, the item's right here in the segment. I just don't know which one.
Yep.
So that's really nice. You'll be able to get your item. And in fact, you do want to clear these rooms, even if you can clip in, because both of those rooms can drop a Triforce. The right side staircase can drop in every dungeon. The diamond staircases can drop in all but 1, 4, and 5. Yeah, Nightshifter's still on wood sword. Still hasn't gotten that Armos item. And for those of you learning about drop rooms, there's really only 3 dungeons in first quest. In second quest, throw everything out the window. There's different rules, but we're not dealing with that in this tournament. 1, 4, and 5 are your dungeons that either every room that does or doesn't drop in every dungeon. It's always 1, 4, and 5 that are the exceptions in one direction or the other. So if you remember that, that'll help you out. And then it's not like 1, 4, and 5 all drop the same rooms. Like the 5 block room is only drops in 1, doesn't drop in 4 and 5. But it's definitely the first thing to look at in terms of drop rooms. Is is it a 1, 4, 5 drop room or is it a not 1, 4, 5 drop room?
Yeah, typically for 1, 4, and 5, it's the right corner of the room can never support a drop. And diamond stairs typically have the right corner drop.
Yep.
Find the
diamond stairs, and the spiral stairs. Yeah, we knew that book was here. I don't know if methinkso has seen the hint, but now we have all the maps, which is really nice.
That's incredible. I love Atlas. We don't play with it anymore, it seems, but Atlas is fantastic.
Yeah, there've been some settings lately that we've had that didn't have it. Like the main tournament didn't have it, although with vanilla dungeons, like 2/3 of the time you don't need it.
Get a quick Triforce.
That is a
That's
great 4. Yeah,
room.
yeah, that's a 4 that all you need a key. You just need a key and you're fine.
That's amazing. Love it. And we think so up to 9 hearts as well. So 1 heart off of Mags, which I'm not sure we've seen it either.
I have not seen it. That doesn't mean there's 4 streams going on here. Very possible that one of our runners has seen it. We didn't catch it. Ganondorf now in level 2. Really not in any better shape than we saw. Was it Nightshifter that was in here? I forget. But whoever was in here before, Ganondorf not in better shape to do this room. The blue candle isn't going to help you. You can only do one shot. I mean, it helps you a little, but.
Yeah, we have not seen anything past that Lamo. Level 2. Which is usually a desirable dungeon for an item. Being so small.
Oh, and here's another thing. I don't know that I would do it here. And Ganondorf must have bought something because he doesn't have the 255 rupees anymore. But there's a trick you can do. The rupee boss is like any other boss. If you leave the room if you don't leave the room before if you kill it, pick up the rupees, and you leave the room, then it'll stay gone. But if you up A out of the rupee room, you can farm that as many times as you want. Like, get the rupees, up A, give the rupees, up A. And so just as a little trick, if you're ever money starved and you have a rupee boss, like one room in, like we do in level 2 here, that's a really good place to farm money.
Absolutely.
Just pick up that money, up A. I've seen veterans do it. You'll see. I saw a runner once. He did it. It was a bomb upgrade in the same dungeon, and he won the bomb upgrade. So he just farmed the rupee boss until he had enough money for the bomb upgrade. Ooh, that's a tough fight on half a heart. Gliak that Ganondorf just took a death to.
Yeah, Gliak is my worst boss for sure. That one was only 2 hits, but Gliak, man, if you're not familiar with the movement, not only with Gliak, but the movement that Link needs to fight it effectively, it's a tough fight.
Now, Ganondorf doesn't have the wand, but one thing that we learned recently, if you're trying to stack wand and sword damage, you need to do it from the side. For some reason, the damage doesn't stack on a Gliak from below. I don't know why that is, but...
Yeah, I'm not sure why either, but it doesn't work. It works in every other direction, except for up.
Yeah, I think that landmo is required. We haven't seen the map of level 2. We'll see it when, who's got the book? Methinkso gets in there.
Yeah.
Hyo buying a key, like the purchase, knows he's key blocked in a few places. If he does level 1 with that key, he'll be very happy.
Yeah, most definitely.
Still no sign of that ladder.
Yeah, it's why I'm eyeing level 2, getting past that that landmo.
Yeah, and that wand at a level 1, we'll just make that landmo that much easier. Nightshifter getting the white sword finally.
37 minutes, significantly later than the others on Restream, but it does have it now. Funny enough, he's got the most Triforces.
Yeah, he did get past that blue Lanimo room, and he did get the Triforce, but he didn't get the item, and that's
Oh, yeah, Triforce is right here, right of the Lamo in that dark nut room.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Ganondorf's, getting the Triforces, but he's not getting items, and that eventually is going to be a problem. I think so. Getting his any key and wand out of 1, he'll be happy to find those.
And Hyo found 7. Not sure where it was, but we found it. That's all our dungeons.
Awesome. We'll have to see when he leaves. He's gonna have to be careful in this room, but if he can stay on that right half tile below these Lionels, he should be fine. Also using bombs, which is good.
Yeah, I think so. Full clearing, level 1 got the wand as well, so we'll be out of here shortly, and we'll have a tie on the Triforce League 4-4 on the restream.
Nice. Fortunately, I didn't see what got Hyo in the next room, but something did.
It was definitely a horizontal sugar room. If there was Lionel's in there and it spawned on the right side of him, that's not good.
Good luck. I'm assuming that first stair is a transport, because I don't think we got anything out of it. I think I would just take the transport with this combat and that ladder block. And, you know, the funny thing is, and we've seen it, where you're walking in there, you see what looks like a ladder block, you assume that the ladder can't be in there. It's not unusual for there to be a sneaky way around a ladder, or around a ladder block, and the ladder just happens to be in there.
Oh, Tracker's got it notated. 7 had a heart container, so that was
there you go, never mind. Then, yeah, then we're probably ladder blocked out of 7, and there definitely isn't a ladder in there.
Yeah, don't need to come back to that. That could be your last Triforce.
I mean, and you know, it still holds that it might not be a ladder block, but in shape 7, if you've already got the item and it looks like a ladder block, there really is no benefit to digging deeper. Just go get it at the end. You might have better combat, you might have the book for the maps, you know, all that sort of thing. Oh no, Hyo! What are you doing? He's unfortunately okay, he gets key back, so it should be fine, but not pirouetting that door.
Yeah.
When you bought the key, you buy the key specifically to get that, and then you open that door that you don't need to open. Just walk out of the dungeon, walk back in, get your pirouette, save a key. I don't think this is gonna cost him the get into the any key, because that key drop that we just saw, but
if you go straight up, I think, I mean, it would be the path of least resistance, because we know the key up here leads into the smoke with the darkness. Oh, he's got another key. We're fine. He's fine.
I mean, he can still, you know, go and use the other key because of the key drop in the red darknet room. But now, you know, he doesn't want to spend the key because he's only got the one, so he's gonna try and clear this room first. He's in pretty good shape to do it.
Yeah, methinkso found 7 up. I think it was the Death Mountain connector.
Oh, that is a tiny 7.
Yeah.
Holy moly, it's small.
He's got 11 hearts. He's mags eligible.
See, and there's the use of the red candle with those vires. It's great use of the red candle by methinkso.
Yeah. Although he's got the wand.
Yeah, I would use the wand before I did.
Oh,
no. And the Triforce was just one more room. Oh my god.
Oh, Hyo died right before there. Oh,
that's a shame. I mean, I was gonna say, yeah, god, that could be a problem for Hyo, because when he gets that ladder, the thing you're gonna want to do is follow the ladder. And not get that, and you're not gonna get that. He'll have a deeper dig in 7 most likely. That's what I would do. I think it's ladder blocked, okay, and you know they got the chute there. I mean, maybe he goes to the right and sees what the next room is. I don't know. It's certainly possible, but have ladder. You know, it's one of those situations where we see it with the any key too. It does occasionally actually slow you down if you have those items, because what happens is now you have more access to more things. And the path of least resistance sometimes is just the answer.
Hyo did not go into the stair for the any key yet. Okay, here we go. But does get the wand, so we'll be able to full clear it. Let's see, silvers for Ganondorf in 3. That's great.
Yep, that's a required item for him.
And I think methinkso. I'm not sure if he's seen 8 yet. But I think this is a mags hunt right now because he's eligible.
Yeah, I don't blame him for wanting to prioritize Magic Sword.
And I think we have narrowed down the ladder to 6, 8, and 2.
That sounds right. Also the bow will be in one of those. Raft, of course, will be in one of those dungeons as well, because none of those items can be in 9. We do not have important items in 9, so it could be a couple of boomerangs in 9 at this point.
The dream. Actually, does it have to be? It has to be.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, because, let's see. 3 items, 3 important items left.
That's fun. We got the dream. Alright, Hyo into has the any key now. Well, at least find the Triforce. Has full health.
He's got a wand for that blue landmo, so he should be fine there.
So we should see Hyo start to pick up the pace here, especially if he can pull out a ladder or a bow out of this too. Obviously the raft is no good. We know that raft is not required unless it's for mags.
I mean, that still wouldn't make it required, but like these runners will want it.
For sure.
And of course, ladder means red ring. And I'm pretty certain Hyo was maybe the first person to scout that.
There's the try. Gonna go one room past. This Gleeok could be the item. No one's cleared this yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think he's using the wand, but yeah, again, you know, if you can stack that damage, you want to do it from the side. That'll help get that Gleeok down quickly. Is the map.
And that landbow is not technically required?
It's required for the item, it looks like, but we don't know what the item is. If the item's the bow, then it's required. If the item's a ladder, it's probably required. I don't think we've seen any hard ladder blocks. 2 is ladder blocked. Okay, never mind. The ladder block isn't 2, so that means it's not going to be there. Again, shoutouts to Ratboy and Jess, our trackers. Ratboy with the information. Ah, there's a bomb hole. Nice. That landmo not required at all because this wall will bomb. It's level 2. All the connected. The only way this wall doesn't bomb is if it's Zelda's room. It can't be Zelda's room because there's no way to get past it otherwise. So yeah, and there's the ladder block. Now I would have cleared that room to see if anything dropped. It is level 2. Your item is a floor item. If a raft drops there, then I don't care about the raft. I don't ever have to go back to level 2.
But it could be the bow.
But that's also good knowledge. Now you know you have to go back for it. Oh, there's magic swords behind the power bracelet.
Yep, and Hyo's
Hyo?
the first to pick it. That's great.
And he's the only one that has the power bracelet. So if methinkso is trying to get his magic sword, he needs to get over to 8 before he can.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if some of our runners don't end up with magic sword this seed, because it looks like the power bracelet isn't needed for anything but that. And if you're in go mode in level 8, you may not even pick it up.
Yeah. It is that one room in. Diamond Stair for that with the blue dark nuts.
Everybody, you know, I think we have some PTSD. Everybody's buying meat today.
Yeah. If you got excess money and you've got
absolutely,
arrows,
by all means,
definitely do it. You should always do it, actually. Just
by all means, buy the meat. But I just, you know, like, some runners won't ever buy the meat, and it's just funny to see everybody buying meat. You know, after what happened in some of the previous races.
Yeah.
The nice thing is there's only one meat block ever in a seed. So if you see the meat block and realize that it's not required, then you just never have to worry about it. Just ignore it. Nightshifter finding the Triforce. I wonder if he's looking for the heart, because he should have had the floor heart, I should say, because there's really nothing left to do in this dungeon otherwise.
Yeah, it looks like that is the thought process, because he's already got the stair. This should be done. And okay, good.
Yeah, okay. He doesn't even know where magic sword is. We know it's behind the power bracelet, which he doesn't have, so this is probably better. There's other dungeons where you can get hearts. You might still have take any's. Doing like 1 or 2 extra rooms just in case it's just there, I think that's fine. But if you were to go to the segment to look for it, that's too much time.
So also getting the Triforce out of level 2. Now back to 8.
Needs the Triforce out of here. Yeah, he did get the silvers. I mean, it was free. I don't know if he ever cleared this room.
Definitely did not.
Yeah, there could still be a Triforce there. Now, we probably want the ladder, we do want the bow, we know, 2/3 chance one of those items is here. Also, that room could also be the compass or the map. Oh, there's the map. Never mind, it's not the map, but it could still be the compass. We ladder blocked?
Yeah, maybe.
We might be ladder blocked. We'll have to go back to that diamond staircase, see if we can bomb up there.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a door.
And if it doesn't bomb, there's a high chance that the bow is in this level, as opposed to 2.
That is quite the map. Oh, okay. We can get around the ladder block.
Now, technically, it still could be in here. Because if that wall bombs up in that river room, it's still a path.
Yep. And that's
water blocked.
We learned that the hard way during some of the races, the pickup races before the main tournament, where there was a walk over the water to get a bow, and you didn't have to walk over the water, but there was a path that had you do it. So.
Yep. Ooh. Yeah, you don't need to do that room. Not yet.
Yeah, I mean, it could be your Triforce, but you make in a room like that, you make the game tell you have to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. You think so? Going deeper into this 6.
Well, now that he's got a map, that
Yeah.
helps. And we still could have a ladder or a bow in here.
Contending with these whiz ropes, doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Pretty good combat there from methinkso.
And more.
Yep. Do it again.
With only 3 bombs, I don't blame him for not using any. I might try and get a lucky bomb spot. Just try and get, if you can get one shot where you get all 3 at the same time, it's really good. This 8 is just full of dark nuts everywhere. Of blue dark nuts. Red ones usually aren't too bad, but the blue ones, oof. There's your compass in level 8. And the Triforce is very deep on the left side. That's... Thanks, dude, for our hint.
Yeah, with that deep Triforce, it may behoove Hyo to take out the item now. The second item.
Agreed. Chat saying, at least it's not in that blue Dark Knight room, but yeah, we don't know what room it is in. Could still be a nasty blue Dark Knight room. Ganondorf, meanwhile, finding his any key. He's 1 room away from the wand. Hopefully picks that up as well.
Yep. And Nightshifter bailed on level 2, going into 6 now. Trying to search out that item. Does have the Triforce already. That ladder and bow
Oh, okay.
still on standing.
Yeah, can't go up here. At least there's only keys, but they still do a half a heart damage on no ring, so you gotta be a little careful there.
Ooh.
Okay, there's that. Okay, there's 1 room that's hard ladder block there in level 8. That could very well be your bow.
I'd be really trolling. If there's like a right side river room up in this top of this dash column.
Okay, now we have to do the dark nuts. I don't think anyone's picked up a potion yet, but like if on 1 heart with these blue dark nuts, I would say use it if you need to. Fortunately, the dark nuts are in the health drop groups, which is why Hyo was able to pick up that fairy. Okay, this is a promising room for a possible staircase. And it is a staircase, it's just not the one we're looking for. I might have taken it, I don't know. It could just go to this room, though.
Yeah.
I call it the funny when you see 2 transports in a row like this could be. but it's not even it's not even a push. Fortunately, that did not shutter Hyo in. That's never a good feeling when you get shuttered into a room like that.
A lot of water in this 8.
Yeah. At this point, I would say equally likely that this bow is going to be in 8 versus 2. Oh, that's interesting. It takes us beyond the Triforce. And that had to bomb. Unfortunately, that's a shutter door. So not going to be a transport, not going to be a staircase there.
Looks like Ganondorf full cleared level 1, got the Indy key and the 1. That's really good.
Thanks, old man. You know, you and I both we've talked about this before. I think that the hint for the coast item just needs to go.
Yeah.
You can scout that item. There's no reason to tell us anything about that item. Just sitting there, plain sight.
Ooh,
okay, so this is this is a little segment there for the Triforce. The good thing news for Hyo is he can now just grab that Triforce and choose to get out, but he will have to decide whether to jump back in. It is starting to look more and more like this ladder is going to be in 6, and if it is, methinkso is going to be the first person to get it. Or maybe not. He's grabbing the Triforce and might leave. I'm going to reset this room to try and get a better enemy spawn to get to that Triforce. This is rough. Nice candle boost. Oh, careful. Okay, there you go.
Good job. Way to get through that. That's nasty room.
Yeah, I would say, you know, having the red candle would have helped him out a little more, give him an extra candle boost, but with half a heart, he didn't have another one, so.
Alright. Looks like methinkso is heading directly to level 8. That's the last Triforce.
Yeah. I mean, you could gamble on 9. You could gamble on 9 for the ladder situation, but it's looking more and more like ladders blocking the bow, like hard blocking, so.
Yeah. And he's gonna have to dig another dungeon because the power bracelet isn't at 8.
And Hyo doesn't. Looks like Hyo must not have gotten seen the red candle out of 5 because he's going back in there and looking for something.
Is there a transport before the item? There might have been.
Maybe. Yeah, because that Triforce was like 1 room in.
Yeah, this must have been a transport because up here is the red candle. Okay, so that bracket room was the transport. He took it. He completely went around it.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking that transport, and a lot of times it can be the right answer. But I tend to like to did not take the transport immediately. Hyo turns down the red candle with the wand. I respect that choice.
Yeah, 57 minutes in. I'm willing to spend the 10 seconds to go down and get an unrequired item. So methinkso is gonna like to clear the diamond stair. Tried to clip, but haven't been able to get it yet. Again, we're clearing out that room right there below the river room. Book for Nightshifter. All the maps for Nightshifter.
Yay, maps.
I'll go back into 8.
Yeah, I think there might have been some paths that he could have taken that he didn't quite get to.
Here's our second item.
It is the raft.
Oh no. Okay. So
the raft doesn't get us anything. We know the raft is nothing, so we have to get the ladder out of 6 to get the bow out of 2.
Yep.
I think that's what I think that's what Freedom Fighter was calling all along. So shoutouts to Freedom Fighter for getting that right.
So bit of a chain reaction here.
Yeah, that can happen.
Not the biggest one, but you know, big enough. Ladder in 6 with Rizverobes, not fun.
So, interesting point here. So, Hyo hasn't gotten the Triforce out of 4. I would go to 4 first. It's a smaller dungeon. He might have seen the hint about the book in 4, but then that, like, if you get the Triforce before the book, you can leave. We know that won't happen because of the layout of the dungeon. It's very, very easy dungeon. If you get the book before the Triforce, you have the map to level 6. And this 6 isn't a super big 6, but it is kind of a... Like, I wouldn't even, like, you know, we've talked about this when we play the hidden dungeon numbers. If I saw this map, I don't think I would expect this map to have been a 6.
Yeah, I
that
certainly
makes sense,
wouldn't.
you know?
Yeah.
Because it's more, it looks more like a 5. This is probably the ladder right here, unless it's the other side of that transport and the spiral stair. Ah, there it is, ladder in 6.
That was at the bottom of the dungeon? Wow. Alright. So Hyo has the knowledge, is ready to go. Just needs to clean up, get the bow out of 2, Triforce out of 4 and 7.
Yeah, it's choosing to kill the landmo, which is fine. Probably a little quicker. We have with the wand, not too bad.
This very well could be the bow room right here.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if it's just this room. It's not.
Oh.
Yeah, skip this room, come back if it's the last choice.
Yeah,
the blue dark nuts are bad enough, but when you add the 4 BMOS to it, yeah, no.
Nightshifter getting the ladder out of 6.
There it is, just sitting there chilling on the floor underneath those red dark nuts. Hyo officially in go mode. We'll see if he goes and picks up the red ring. I would, because, like, if nothing else, it's not just about whether or not you can finish with or without the red ring. Just the red ring gives you so much combat, so much defense that your combat goes faster because you're not having to. You still need to pay attention, but you're not having to, you know, worry quite as much. It just makes it go faster. And Hyo agrees; he's going and picking that up.
Yeah, and Wizards, I'm pretty sure have to be in 9 now because I think we've only seen them in 6.
That's right. Alright, Hyo needs to go back to 4. 4 will be a very quick dungeon for him. He might not even find the book if he takes the transport, which will be a little unfortunate going into 9. And 7, for that matter. So it might slow him down a little bit not getting that book, but we'll see. I feel like this is the only way you miss the book, is if you're otherwise in go mode here. Because this is the transport. He is going to check. Okay. This is good.
Flipping in these rooms is kind of funny with the lag.
Yeah, sometimes just killing a few enemies. You don't have to kill all of them. Just getting a few more out of your way. And then, you know, the bubbles can still troll you for clipping as well, just because they'll just grate on top of you as you're trying to clip in. Oh, this was the transport, so he is going to miss the book. That's unfortunate. I had it backwards.
Grab the book. I'm really surprised.
We could go back in.
Infinitely valuable. Yeah, he could definitely go back in.
He could go back in. And in fact, if it were me, if I know the book is in here and there was a hint he might have gotten, I know exactly where the staircase is. It has to be that first staircase. Level 4 will only have a transport staircase if you have a segment. So that other staircase has to be the item.
And I believe Nightshifter did get the bow out of 2, so Nightshifter also in go mode.
Nice.
Going to grab the red ring. It's got to clean up 5 and 8. 5, I mean, surprises me, but definitely 8.
Yeah, 5 is pretty easy. 8 is tricky because you have that magic staircase to get to the Triforce.
Yeah.
But we'll, and the ladder actually, well, I mean, it could slow him down a little bit, but he knows he's just looking for the Triforce, so once he gets the compass, he'll be able to get over there relatively quickly. Let's see what Hyo does in level 7. He just needs to,
Go straight
he
up.
needs to go, yeah, you don't want to go straight up. And yeah, he's gonna go. And it's even worse because he doesn't have the map.
Again, yeah, skipping the book. Unless he didn't get the hint, but I'm pretty sure he was the one that bought the hints initially. Maybe I'm wrong.
With the useful items still available and the staircase so free, and it's that location, I'm checking that out. I mean, yeah, maybe it's a boomerang to his knowledge if he doesn't have the hint, but.
Now, if he's unable to bomb out of this room right here, it still force him into the Triforce, which is good. But he can.
No, but this is okay, because there's a door down, and there's a compass. He's fine.
Alright.
So a little bit of extra time in this dungeon, but not a ton of extra time. The staircase to this segment is probably below that.
And methinkso taking the transport stair, this is really good. This is the required path to get the Triforce in 8. And he just needs the bow out of 2. Actually, he needs the ladder out of 6.
And Ratboy, one of our trackers, says that Hyo did buy them. That's what I seem to recall, because I think he was the first one to buy them. We never found the second hint shop. That could be behind the raft.
Triforce for methinkso. He's got to return to level 6 first, and then level 2. Meanwhile, Hyo has all the Triforces ready to go into level 9. Here we go, first look into level 9. So we have all of our go mode items. We're just looking for the roar on the door. And hopefully a map for Hyo.
Yeah, a map would be really good.
Ganondorf finds the ladder out of 6, which is really good.
Yep, and he'll be able to get his bow as well. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the power bracelet, so can't get magic sword. Actually, I don't think any of our runners. And Hyo might be the only one to get the magic sword, because with it being behind the power bracelet, the other runners might not check it. Although methinkso is kind of beelining some power bracelet spots. He's probably going to get it. I think he's checked enough that he knows it has to be behind either the power bracelet or the raft, because he did all. I think he's the only one of our runners that cleared West Death Mountain. Or any of Death Mountain, really, because there's not much there. I don't think there's anything there. Maybe the letter. I'm not sure.
Yeah, in West Death Mountain for sure. The connector had level 7, closer to east. So.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, chat. I don't know if you have audio, but chat, if you've got audio, let us know if you hear that roar.
Yeah, I got audio.
Okay.
I have not heard a roar. Don't love it when my bomb droppers in 9 are Lionels, but with Red Ring and Magic Sword, it's not so bad.
Interesting.
Okay, Zelda could be here, but we're gonna push the block and find out she's not. That is something to watch out for. I've had that catch me before, where you clear a room and the door doesn't open. Always remember you need to check that block. Oh boy, speaking of blocks.
Hyo gets the map, so...
I'm counting 58 rooms.
Yeah, that is a
big monster 9.
My attention immediately goes to the northeast, that little loop in the corner. But ideally for Hyo, he wants to go up and down these columns to get as many ears on as many rooms efficiently.
Absolutely, and we do see the compass puts Zelda in the southwest. I think, if I'm seeing that right, with the small screen, it's not actually easy to see. Oh, there's a roar. Not that direction.
Can we bomb up?
But now we know where Ganon is. Cannot bomb up. That's... I double checking.
A reinforced wall that might go down.
There is a glitch where if a shutter door opens at the same time as you try and bomb a wall, that can stop the bomb from working. But there was no shutter door, so that probably wasn't going to be the case there. And here's Ganon.
All right. Just 4 stabs with the magic sword. A quick work of this. It's got red ring. I think may have a potion.
I'm not sure he does.
We're using the corner strat here. This is a very safe strat.
There we go. All right. I don't think I think what I thought was the compass might have been his little dots. I actually have no idea where Zelda is. Oh, right there. That works.
All right. Get your GGs in chat for Hyo24. An official race time of 1:10:29.
Yeah, first on our restream. First on our restream, 4th overall. We have the Pirate Sheep coming in at 106.16, I already see in chat. We have Artorias 308 at 109.07, Some Dumb Guy 10 at 109.41, Hyo 4th with the 110.29, and finishing in 5th is Mizzou 466 at 111.23.
Yeah, this seed, pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah,
like,
I'd say so.
As we welcome in, I believe, our winner on the restream, Hyo. Welcome.
GG's.
Thank you. Well, that was neat.
Yeah, go for it.
Baby Mel knows how to roll a good seed. Had to, make your way around to find that ladder, and this key in the beginning. Really wish I had found some big secrets to buy more keys. But finding that any key really opened everything up, and after that it was just rush.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. It actually doesn't matter who rolls the seed.
Oh, I know.
I know you know that. Just want to put it out there.
Yeah, but you gotta love Baby Mel.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All the Mel gears, they're all great.
So I have a question. I have a question for you, Hyo. You had purchased the hits, right, in the Northeast?
Yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to get your thoughts on skipping the book in 4.
By that point, I was down to 4-7 needing Triforces. I knew I had a very high probability that the bow was in 2 because it was water blocked. And
I think you already had the bow at that point.
Okay, then at that point, I was not picking up the book for anything, just because I knew that would be wasting time. So I was just looking for Triforces at that point.
I'd have to disagree with you on that point, mainly because the staircase where the book was right on your path in level 4.
Oh, was
and
it?
It was. You walk in, it's that little Tetris block, and there was a right-side stair that you just skipped, and then the next room was over to the transport, which took you straight to the Triforce. I support not digging a dungeon looking for just a book, but since it was right there, I think it would. I mean, you got the map early enough in 9 that I think it would have been a wash. But having the map in 9 could be really big sometimes.
It probably would have helped me for sure. I wasn't using the wand at that point because I had magical sword, so the fire beams wouldn't have been a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably should have picked it up, but at that point I was thinking Triforces, let's go.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not even thinking about anything else, but I need to clear. I know Sheep is about to get to finish since it was an hour at that point, and he's just so fast. I was like, I've got to do everything I can to beat him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Lost by 5 minutes.
Now, I have a different question for you. So you went and bought a key to get into level 1.
Yes.
But then you didn't pirouette the door there and just spent the key. In the very first room, you could have just walked out, walked back in, opened the door. I know you know that works.
That is brain fart.
Okay, that's fair. It happens sometimes.
I was like, oh, I'm on the coast, so I can't come in from the north. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll just go buy a key. Man, I would have saved a ton of time pirouetting it because that's the only key you needed to get the any key. Oh,
yeah, it depends on the path you took, because I guess because the most people when they got into that level 1, there's a key door directly north that gets you through faster, and open door, maybe a shutter door, I forget, to the right that took you into a red darknet room. And so you grab the key there and you go up. Well, I could just go around there, and then you end up in a kind of a nasty combat room with a couple of Pulse Voice blue darknets, and but you still would have gotten that key in the red darknet room to get through. So yeah.
Yeah, if I can say anything about this, see, there was one spot, I want to say in level 6, I don't know for sure, where it was like back-to-back blue Wizzy rooms, but outside of that, the combat was fairly simple today.
Yeah, the Wizzies weren't showing up. We think they might have been in, I guess, well, let's see, the Lionels are in 9. That may not be the Wizzrobes. I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, I was surprised.
We saw like no Wizzrobes in the scene.
Yeah, and getting White Sword early, everything just, fell into place on combat today.
That White Sword was really nice to find underneath an Armos like that.
Yeah, I was lucky. I routed that in like I did because I know if I'd have gone to Death Armos, I'd have probably died a ton of times.
Yeah, I'm a big advocate of getting that free Armos item as quickly as you can, because if it's something good and your opponents have it, it's
yeah.
Meanwhile, methinkso is in 9 in a very different part of the dungeon than we saw you in. Actually, both Nightshifter and methinkso are both in 9. They're nowhere near where you got to.
The hint for Zelda being in the Southwest was amazing to find right before Ganon, because Ganon was in that like top left part of the Southwest, and it's like, oh, I only have like 3 rooms left. As long as I can get over there, I've got this.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. He was either on the bottom of the top of the Southwest, or bottom of the Northwest. I'm not sure which row he was in. But he was right in that same area, and he
was row 4, column 1.
Yeah, when you okay, so it's still south. Yeah, so it's very top of the Southwest. But yeah, knowing looking for Zelda and in hopes of finding Ganon on the way is never a bad strategy. Yeah.
But this was fun. Congratulations to the 2 guys that sniped me. I went from 2nd to 4th in less than a minute, looks like.
Yeah, it can happen. It can happen.
But that's okay. 4th is still good.
Is this your last qualifier, or are you doing the one tonight?
Nope, I have the one tonight, so hopefully I can do better tonight.
And is that one, is this your 3rd? So you're gonna, looking to drop a low score somewhere?
Yeah, I was in that dumb Thursday night one, so I'm dropping that one for sure, as long as I can do better than that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the plan, right?
Yeah, I hope so. But everybody's doing really well. I mean, a lot of people I've never seen run before are putting up some great times, so I think this tournament's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I'm going to get off of here and watch the rest of these guys. But thank you guys for coming in early today and commentating, and thanks Jess and Rat for tracking for us.
Yeah, and thank you for being on Restream, and GG's and good luck moving on.
Alright, y'all have a great day. Thank you.
You too. Okay, in the meantime, we have methinkso and Nightshifter both running around level 9. Nightshifter they're both looking a little closer to where they need to be. They need to be in that southwest corner. Not sure if either one has gotten that hint.
Methinkso found the compass up in that top right corner while he was up there, so he's got the girl location. Ganon is Not too far. If you went south, you would have heard roar. We're pretty close to it.
Yeah, I think there was a door from above too.
Oh,
yeah, and in fact, there it is.
Okay. There you go. And Nightshifter not far behind. Just on the south side of this. And of note, Nightshifter did not pull either item out of 8, so does not have the magic sword, but here's the roar now. Yeah,
so it'll be 8 hits on Ganon instead of 4. But it does have the red ring, so it shouldn't be a problem. I don't know. I don't know if anyone's bought potions. So yeah, that might be of note too.
Yeah, a lot of money spent on hints and at least one shield.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's great. And there's the girl for methinkso. GG's. Got the official time of 1:19:55. Good for 9th place overall.
And we had, since Mizzou's finished at 5th, we have Tall Maple finishing 6th at 1:16:48, Filtraith at 7th at 1:17:14, and Crackerzack at 1:17:57. And unfortunately for Nightshifter, we also have a 10th place finisher. Our 10th place finisher, Metroid MST, at 1:20:37. That rounds out the top 10. I do believe it's beyond the top. I mean, I'm sure someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say that your points are all 1 beyond that, but you still want to finish because I believe a DNF nets you fewer points. Unfortunately, Nightshifter going a little bit too far up. Must not have bombed to the right of Gandon. Right there.
Yeah, with 1 bomb, probably trying to save something. Trying to get around, but unfortunately...
Yeah, no, if it's Ganon you're looking for, just use the bomb.
It looks like Ganondorf found the raft, picked it up.
Yeah, unfortunately that's not gonna do anything for him. Unless there's like a take any heart there or something like that.
With the up and A in level 9, gonna try and continue on, go back to where he was. Hopefully get some bombs along the way to get bomb into Ganon for sure.
Yeah, it has the 1 bomb he needs if you could use it. There is a way to get there from above. We saw that on methinkso side, but I think it may have been a staircase to get there. Since none of those walls bombed when Nightshifter tried him.
Methinkso wants to join for an interview. There's the there's the shutter.
It is.
There we go.
Yeah, that wall to the right bombs, and it looks like he found the magic staircase that gets him around that, so that'll work.
All right, and yeah, I don't think we've got a potion, so...
yeah, that's unfortunate.
Simultaneous deaths. Nightshifter 9. Ganondorf 8. And I think
we are now joined. Yeah, we got methinkso. GG's.
Hey, GG's. Thanks.
Okay, so thoughts?
That 6 trolled me pretty hard. I completely missed that bottom row. I didn't even have that door marked at the end there.
Yeah, I mean, 6 is tricky without a map, especially that 6. That's not a shape we normally see for 6. It looked more like a 5 when we saw it, so, you know, it was kind of funny. Kind of a goofy-looking dungeon for what it was supposed to be. I don't think everybody was in 6 multiple times, so.
That makes sense. I was feeling pretty good about it until I cleared out all of 8 and realized I have no idea where the ladder could be because I had 6 blocked off as completely ladder blocked.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, those bigger dungeons where you don't know what their shapes are. I think by the time you went back there for the ladder, you had the book, so you're able to see what it looked like, so you get a better idea. It's not unusual for a dungeon to look ladder blocked and just there's just some magic bomb hole somewhere.
Yeah, true.
So I gotta ask you, white sword on Armos.
That was very handy.
Yeah, but
I felt a lot more confident
it was
with
kind
the
of funny.
combat this time around.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because our two runners on the right side had picked that up pretty early. Both you and Nightshifter on the left side of our screen were pretty late to that white sword. I think Nightshifter was later than was the one that was the latest, but
yeah, I think I had an early overworld death. Like I wanted to go up to where that Armos item was, and then I ended up going the other way after I died.
Yeah, it
I
happens
missed it
sometimes.
for a while.
Yeah, well played scene overall. The chain reaction was small in this one, but significant considering where the ladder was, and obviously the bow being into hard ladder blocked in a gateway room. At least we thought was a gateway room into 2. Before we found the map out of 4, or the book out of 4, trolled everybody. Because that getting through that room on low health was not
very difficult. Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, I think a few people got the map off the Gliok as well, but like either way, like there was no reason to think, yeah, I'm gonna go into a room with the landmole and bomb to the left.
But yeah, well played, Seed. Let's see, you got a 9th place finish. Is this about middle of the pack for you? Have you finished higher than that, or is this?
I think.
How do you rate this performance for yourself?
I want to say the performance was pretty good. I just kind of, I think I could have done a little better if I had actually cleared out 6 properly that first time around. But
Sure.
yeah, I think my second fall was my best one, which I think was fall 3 because I kind of lucked through that. But yeah, overall, not too disappointed here.
Yeah, and I don't think that missing the ladder in 6 was all that bad, considering you get the compass. I think 1 or 2 runs in, and you're trying to go towards the compass. You don't want to dig out 6.
No.
Especially when you see reserves and a bunch of water and all that stuff. So I think going towards the Pride Force was the correct play, even if it did take you away from that acquired ladder.
Yeah. Funny enough, Nightshifter just found the hint for where Ganon was a few rooms above Ganon at that magic staircase. He's going to take a little longer path to get back to Zelda since he doesn't know that one bomb hole exists, but he'll get there.
Yeah, I think that's Zelda right there. Just tried to bomb into.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Not in these flags. If Ganon's not required, then you can have a bomb hole to Zelda, but I haven't seen those flags played probably since the 2020 random percent tournament. At least not on like a regular basis.
So this was your 4th qualifier, methinkso?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So you get to sit back and relax and watch the one tonight if you want. Or not watch it. Either way.
I'll have to catch the VOD for that one. But yeah.
Yeah, in the meantime, yeah, Ganondorf just needs to go do 7. Nightshifter is completely turned around in this 9, unfortunately. I guess, no, because he doesn't have the compass. So, yeah, this is, he needs to find Zelda. And it's having trouble with that.
Yeah, you can walk down here and try and get at least one con. Okay, so, yeah, you should be able to get... I'm gonna get this Patra, though. In an awkward room. Does have a potion. He had a blue potion.
Yeah, he went and bought a potion to get through the Ganon fight and used one of them there. And has the blue one left, so he could use that. Also, I mean, he's already killed Ganon, so it's fine, but he has 0 rupees, so that's fine. Yeah, I know there's a compass here, because I know you got the compass, methinkso, somewhere up here, but I'm not sure exactly where that was. Oh, hey, there's the bait block. Okay,
That's
were you
funny.
one of the because a couple of you bought bait, and oh, and you saw those right below the bait block. That's beautiful. A few of you bought bait, possibly in thinking about some of those earlier seeds that had, one had a hard bait block, one had a map that was bait blocked in 9. Were you
Yeah, I
one
had a lot
of
of
the
rubies.
buyers?
Yeah, it was. I had a lot of rubies at that point, and I think there was still a big secret out there, so I was like, why not?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's ever. I mean, unless you're spending a ton of money on it, and have something else that's a priority to buy. I don't think it's ever a bad play to buy the bait just in case.
Yeah. Plus, I knew the red ring was on the coast, so I wasn't worried about blue ring.
Absolutely. And Nightshifter finishing up in 11th place with a 128.33.
That just leaves now Ganondorf on restream, as we are joined, I believe, by Nightshifter. GG's.
GG's.
Thank you.
So, you had one bomb left in level 9.
Yes.
And Ganon's room, you bombed everywhere apparently up that column near Ganon, except to the right of Ganon's room.
Are you saying that was a bomb wall?
That was a bomb wall.
Oh, dang it.
I'm
The good news
sorry.
is you found the
It
stairs.
happens. You found that you got there. I don't think it would have changed your placement. I mean, your time would have been lower, of course, but I think it would have. I don't think it would have changed your placement. So you shouldn't feel bad about that. But
No, this race was just to feel better about what happened last night. So, mission accomplished.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So that pushes that off the chart for me. So I'm happy.
Right, because I want to say that points go to the, you get more points for top 10, but not for lower. But there's tiebreakers involved. So like an 11th place finish is going to be better for your tiebreaker in terms of seeding than whatever it was yesterday, which I won't share because I don't know.
this was my 4th seed.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 2 11ths, a 17th, and last night was a DNF.
Okay, getting rid of the DNF is huge. Yeah, that's absolutely huge. Okay, that's really great.
So I feel good. I feel confident going into the Rumble.
Absolutely.
I thought I routed this seed exceptionally well.
I would say one exception. White Sword Armos. You were very late to the White Sword Armos.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
it's a free item. Go get it.
I would agree that you did route it very well. I think you had the lead for quite a bit, actually, in the mid game, at least in terms of Triforces.
Yeah.
Well, by that time, I had the recorder, and I knew I was looking for the ladder.
Yep.
So if a Triforce came early, I was just gonna grab the Triforce and get on out while I still didn't have good enough combat to go just rush my way through it.
Yeah.
Turns out the ladder was in 6 the entire time in a path I ignored because I didn't have enough keys.
Well, I mean, and you didn't have a map. That was a weird 6.
So getting the book out of, I believe it was 4.
Yep, that's right. It was like on path. You couldn't miss it.
Yeah. So
getting Io did.
Getting the book out of 4 was huge because then I was able to go back to 6, see where I missed down below, go get the ladder, go immediately back to 2. And because I knew there was a hint, I saw a hint that you had to walk over water to get the bow. And I knew the red ring was already on the coast. I was like, yeah, my bow's in 2.
Yeah, there were some ladder blocks in 8. So, before we knew where the bow was, 8 was still a possibility.
Yes. Believe me, I saw 8 and was just like, no, we're saving you for last.
No, and that's an absolutely fair call. Like it was a big 8. Hyo dug it pretty deeply. And so we saw a lot of it, and there were quite a few ladder blocks, and ladder blocks in a deep dungeon, not great.
No, definitely not.
So yeah, it's a pretty fair choice to go for 6.
But 8 did throw the one nasty curve of that. Well, you had to take the transport to get up to the Triforce.
Yes, and it had your power bracelet, which was not otherwise required, but it was your magic sword, which I don't think you got.
No. Oh, so the magic sword was hiding under one of the power bracelet spots. Okay.
The magic sword was under the start power bracelet spot, and the power bracelet to get it was in the Blue Dark Nut Diamond Stair Room.
Yeah, I saw both items because I was looking for the transport stair, and of course I find the 2 item stairs.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's just how it
I
goes.
didn't realize you'd seen the 2 items, but yeah, the power, like, I mean, I know, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday's seed, because I remember, no, it wasn't yet, it was Thursday's, because I remember Malkier going nuts. I didn't watch yesterday's restream, because in Thursday's race, like, they had a no feat of strength hint, but then the power bracelet spot had, like, he called it the best hinge shop he'd ever seen.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it was or not, but like I know it had like a ladder hint and a bow hint. Like it was definitely a good.
It was a juicy hint shot from what I could tell. I didn't run that race. That was my one race off.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the power bracelet, when you get, when you know it's not required, it can still have things. But I mean, you did fine with White Sword. I mean, yeah, you did have to leave left and went and got the potion, but again, given the time between your finish and the previous finisher, I don't think that made.
No, there was a solid 8 minutes. There were some deaths I took that were not good, but otherwise, I feel I'm doing good going into the Rumble. I'm definitely playing far better than I was last year.
Mm-hmm.
And if
That's
you
awesome.
can notice your own improvement, you're definitely improving. For sure.
Last year my seeds were on average right about the 2-hour mark. Right now I'm averaging down around hour 30.
Yeah,
That's
a
really
great
good.
improvement. That's
That's
a really
really
good
good.
improvement.
So not only do I feel good going into this Rumble, I feel like I can actually do some stuff in this Rumble.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome. Meanwhile, we've got Ganondorf in level 8. Does not have the raft, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I think he's
Chad is
thinking-
suggesting that he doesn't have 9,
Yeah,
but we don't know. I don't know.
Has he gone up to the northeast corner there?
And it could be. Let's see. I don't think I don't know if he runs with the tracker. I don't think he puts it on his stream. I remember looking at that the other day. No, he doesn't. If he uses the tracker, it's not on his restream. So, no way to look and see.
yeah. I believe the raft was in the second E column, just straight up.
Yep, that's right.
Yep.
It's not this. This is, I think, to the Triforce. Yeah, this is the staircase to the Triforce. Yeah, this 8 is just all topsy-turvy, twisty-turny,
Oh, he doesn't have the Triforce out of here. That's why.
Oh, well, that makes sense then. Okay. Well, hopefully then he just gets the Triforce out of here and
Gets on his way.
gets on his way to level 9.
Because, yeah, this was a rude Triforce.
Magic Stair to Triforce, always rude. Now, I mean, in vanilla, they're all Magic Stairs to Triforce, but, like, it's a little bit different when you're programming a video game for people to play than a randomizer. So,
Yes.
because as it turns out, you can't go past. I don't know if you found this out, because you would have found the Triforce and gone. But when Hyo was in here and not without the ladder and not in go mode, we found out that area on that upper left side is segmented.
Yes, I found that out. I found that out. I had the ladder. I got up there. I was trying to bomb over into the room next to the Triforce, and he was just like, no.
Nope.
No.
Didn't do it.
Not allowed.
All right. Looks like he is heading over to level 9.
Which means both the boomerangs were in 9.
That's right. The dream, as Caffey put it.
Yeah.
Caffey's somewhat anti-boomerang. I'm not
No.
anti-boomerang, but I'm not like.
I
super
can't blame
pro-boomerang
him.
either.
I'm pro boomerang in 9. I'm
Yeah,
more than okay with that.
No, the times when the boomerang is really great is you'll never have this in these flags because we don't have because all the enemy health is vanilla. But every once in a while, you'll get an early boomerang on an Armos, and the blue Octoroks will roll down to 0. And then it's a beautiful thing.
Easy way to kill the bomb trapper.
That's right. There we go. There's that monster net level 9.
Oh yeah, I knew that was.
58 rooms.
I knew that was going to be a bad 9.
I mean,
The
8 was pretty big, but 7 was tiny.
Yes, the second I saw level 7, heck, even level 6.
Well, 6 doesn't affect 9.
Okay, so yeah, as soon as I saw level 7, I went like, oh, this is a tiny 7.
So the way it works. Yeah, go ahead.
I was like, oh, if it's a tiny 7, that must mean 9 is massive.
Yeah, so the way it works is 1 through 6 are on a grid together. So 1 will always be smaller than 2, is smaller than 3, etc., etc. And then 7 through 9 are on another grid. Back in the old days, 7 and 8 used to be on I guess it was half a size grid. They'd put 7 and 8 on one grid and 9 on another grid, but those days are long gone.
Well, we still hope for the dream of the 64 room 9.
Ask JP Brewer's friend about that. I forget who he was playing in that race, but we saw that in last year's Rookie Rumble.
Oh, that's brutal. But when you come in and you see the full rectangle, you're like, yep, we're in for it now.
At least you
Because even vanilla 9 isn't that bad.
Yes, it is.
I
disagree wholeheartedly with that. After a recent tournament that Kathy and I were both working through.
All right.
Yeah, hopefully he can get through this 9. We don't have a whole lot of time left because we do have another broadcast on SpeedGaming at 3 o'clock. So hopefully this will be, if you take, 9 does 9 things, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, I feel like
and this
the
9...
3 of you, you like Hyo had a really good 9, and then methinkso had slightly less good, and then unfortunately you kind of got turned around a little bit, especially with that bomb wall. But
yeah, this was better than some of the 9s so far.
Oh, for sure.
I found Ganon relatively easy, and I didn't have to look too much longer after killing him to find
you gave us the privilege of showing us where the meat block was.
I had bait on me.
That was awesome. Like, well, oh hey, there's the useless meat block because you can walk right through it.
Yep. I was like, I had the bait if I had needed it. So.
Yep. Yeah, there was a lot of bait buying today, which doesn't really surprise me considering some of the bait blocks we've seen in previous seeds. You can go, I swear, you can go months without seeing a bait block, but when it happens and you don't have it, oh, it sucks.
Also, always love picking up my shield early.
Yep, big shield club.
Yep, it's like that. Until I get my red ring, that is my big first purchase.
Okay.
Because I know if the overworld's bad, I can block Wizrobe beams. And it helps me block a lot of things, especially in dungeons, especially in shooter rooms. Mm-hmm. Shooter rooms do more damage to me than any. The shooters in the shooter rooms do more damage to me than any enemy in the shooter room.
Oh, the shooter rooms are terrible.
So to have that early shield when you don't have a lot of hearts and you don't have a ring, that shield feels good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I don't think there were a lot of likes in this seed, so I don't buy the big shield because I don't want to spend the money and then lose it, and because it slows me down in those like rooms trying to keep it. So, but if you can manage to keep it through those rooms, then that works out pretty well.
Ganondorf closing in on Ganon here.
Yeah,
Here's
he's
the
right
roar.
below him. Doesn't need to, this is again another tip for all you newer players. Like, there's no reason to kill this room, none whatsoever. Ganondorf taking the time to do it. Like, I mean, if you don't have keys, and it was a key drop, and that's reasonable. But he does have the any key. He needs to bomb up here and then bomb to the left. Again, another room you don't need to clear. Although, if you get a bomb drop from in this case, with the blue Lionel there, no, don't take the transport. Don't do it!
Nope, and he goes.
When you're that close to Ganon, bombing to trying your bombs to get there before trying for the magic staircase. Like, there was a magic staircase that got, I think both you and methinkso got there from the magic staircase. Like, yeah, you did, because you didn't get the bomb wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he still can get to Ganon through this path. Because this is the path that you took, Nightshifter, to get to Zelda.
Yeah.
She's straight down.
Yeah, she's straight down.
Yeah. Also, another. Well, actually, two. The Patcher doesn't take damage from the wand beam. Just the. And also, not a fan of you trying to stack damage if you have Magic Sword, because it'll prioritize. If you don't get it exactly right, it'll be the wand that does damage for 2 instead of 4.
Okay.
You switch to the Magic Sword, so it's fine. But also the chat pointing out with 242 rupees, use some silvers.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna run out.
Believe me, I came in here with max money and I am shooting everything.
Yeah, I think was it you that ended up with 0 rupees after Ganon? And I was like, well, he's already killed Ganon, so it doesn't matter. But he's got 0 rupees.
I may have. I don't mind.
Yeah. There's one of our boomerangs.
If it's after Ganon, okay. The important arrow that has to be shot has been shot.
All right. Unfortunately, we are not going to be able to stick around for Ganondorf to find Ganon. There is another race going on. Let's see what that is. There is a looks like the Star Wars Episode 1 Racer 25th Anniversary Tournament coming up in about 10 minutes right here on this channel. Ram of
goodness, just make me feel old.
Dipped. Trust me, I'm older than you are. But yeah, that's coming up in about 10 minutes. We're gonna have to cut short, and unfortunately not gonna be able to see Ganondorf finish. But if you'd like to see him finish, I'll go ahead and put the runners' stream information in chat. Just click on the link. You could even give him and our other runners a follow, and go ahead and cheer him on to victory. Looks like he's gonna finish relatively soon. He's gonna get this, I think. So, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to take off. GG's to you, Nightshifter. Good luck in the tournament.
Thank you.
GG's to all our other runners. Putting on quite a good show for us. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and cut and stay tuned for the Star Wars content. And we'll see y'all tonight, the next race.